You are first. Can you hear me? What do we got, Thigman? Good afternoon. How you doing? Am I live? How's my sound, y'all? Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming and hitting that thumbs up. Let me know about the 5x5, y'all. Do it for me. Good afternoon. You are first. Hello, Chew. How are you doing? Hello. How are you doing, Chew? Do we have a 5x5? We do. Hello, Thickman. Thank you. What's with the video? Watch it. Let me look at it. Give me a chance. Episode 55, cybersecurity. Let me send that to my email. If maybe that's something to watch later. I don't know. You want me to play it? We'll see at near the end. Very possible. Anything's possible, man. Hey, thank you. Good afternoon. Hello, Sheikah. I needed a few days off, y'all. Good afternoon. Yes. It's been like 5 days since I've been live and put up any videos. Sorry about that, y'all, but sometimes you got to put yourself first. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all coming in and hit that thumbs up. Sometimes you just got to get away from it all. And I do that quite often because I need to, you know. Hello, Tina Gasson. Dagger Spells. Hello. We all needed a break. Well, thank you. Yes, we all need a break, y'all, every now and then. Really. Good to take a few days off. It's been like 5 days. Hello, Randy Woods. And boom, all of a sudden it's days. Well, thank you very much, Randy Woods, man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I mean that. God bless you. I appreciate that a whole lot. I don't do it for the money, y'all. I do it because I have a good time with everybody. But yeah, you need time off every now and then, y'all. Hello, John P. How you doing? Thank you very much, Mr. Randy Woods in the house. And all of a sudden, y'all, it's Dave. Really, thank you. Hello, Nez Lover. You've been a member, what, 16 months? 14. Thank you very much. Randy Woods, thank you, brother. Thank you. All of a sudden, it's Randy Woods. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I really do. Hello, Kathy Berryman. Good afternoon, Kathy Berryman. Hi there. I'm at work right now, but can listen. But thank you for coming in and hit that thumbs up for me. Thank you. Thank you. My short of water collecting last night was Gabriel arriving. I remember your child's name is Mel. I do remember that. So next time you ask me, Nez Lover, thank you for being that member. Nez Lover. If y'all don't have Nez Lover channel, check her out, y'all. She's a painter. She really is, y'all. Thank you. Nez Lover. I'm like, man, how did we get here, y'all? Randy Woods, thank you. Hit to encourage Dave to feed our minds. I don't know how good I can feed your mind today. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you, man, all the way from Portugal. You and John P. in the same country. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody come in, y'all. How's everybody been doing? It is not the end of the world, y'all. There is some crazy things going on, like How did we get here? It's something I've been pondering lately, y'all. How did we get here? You know what I mean? It's like, man, we got here, but how did we really get here? Did we let our guard down or something, y'all? Just say it. I think we let our guard down, and I was like, man, how did we get here, y'all? Is the music too loud? Y'all let me know if the music too loud, y'all. Hello, Debster from New York. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It is very windy here in Florida, says Tina Gasson. Yeah, we got some storms coming up, don't we? Hello, Curious Georgia. Curious Georgia's in the house, y'all. Thank you very much, Curious Georgia. Hello, B-Say. How you doing? Super Dave, I shared you out. Well, thank you, Naz Lover. Thank you for still being a member and sharing me out. If y'all don't have Naz Lover, check her out, y'all. If you don't know how to do it here, I'll put it in the chat for you. I'm like, man, how do we get here, y'all? You know, something I've been pondering. There is no simple answers, y'all. For real. There is not like one answer to that question. There's a whole variety of answers that go with that question. Like, man, how did we get here, y'all? For real. Check her out, y'all. Didn't I put it in a link? I sure did. Nez Lover, thank you. Beautiful day in Michigan. Yeah, we got some storms coming up, y'all. Are they going to hit the East Coast? I don't know. Now they're saying it's like one will move away and the other one won't even approach. I mean, who knows I don't even think they know what's going to happen, y'all. Like, how did we get here, y'all? For real. I've been pondering that question. Keep hope alive in Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, Sheikah. I'll do that. All good, Dave. Well, thank you there, Thigman. Appreciate y'all. I was like, man, let's all do this together. Come on, guys. Well, I appreciate it, Randy Woods. Thank you, man. You know it's what? Sunday afternoon, right? Something's going on, y'all. Like, how did we get here, y'all? You know, there is not one answer. But, yeah, I could propose a lot of answers to that question, and you'd be like, well, I'm not even sure, you know. It's a whole combination of things, y'all. Am I missing somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody in the chat. Find comfort in knowing an ending is in store for everything. Well, happy Sunday afternoon, y'all. Yes, I do find comfort. Thank you, Naz Lover. Thank you. You're welcome. I find comfort knowing I have the good Lord, you know, on my side. I do, y'all. I mean, and you do too. Keep hope alive, hope in Jesus Christ. Yeah, we all have hope. And it's not only hope, it's your faith. You know, the storm is gone now. Carlos, I think we're still, I might look at it, y'all. I mean, but yeah, I was like, man, am I organized for today? I want to do a little bit different, you know, like thinking about like, how did we get here? You know, everything is coming to fruition at once. Every day is something new, like, you know, it's the masses are in shock. Hypnosis. I mean, really, hypnosis, y'all. I ain't trying. I don't even want to go back to the future, y'all. Is that what you call it? Back to the future? I really don't want to go back there, y'all. But like, how did we get here for real, y'all? Hello, Creek Mary. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. I mean, you listen to me. It's kind of like, y'all, don't take my word for it. Please do not. Because, I know how we got here, but do we have a solution, For real, y'all. The good Lord. I hear and see a lot of people like, get me out of here. I'm ready to leave and all this. I mean, like, how did we get here, y'all? For real. Have you thought about it? I'm like, well, I'm not ready to get out of here until he wants me to, y'all. I don't want to hurry nothing up. I mean, for real, but like, how did we get here? For real. It's crazy. Hello, Miss Blanche. For real. I knew if I waited a few minutes, y'all, Miss Blanche would come in and Max would come tagging along. Good to see you, Max. Good afternoon, my friend. For real, y'all. I have fun with y'all. I love y'all and appreciate it. I can talk to you all. I'm like, man, I get it off my chest, y'all. For real. Family, like, man, look, Papa, my grandchildren, like, Daddy, what are you talking about now? What's going on with you? For real. But y'all seem to understand Super Dave over here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been live long, but like, really, how did we get here, y'all? Hello, Byron. You know how you got here, don't you? Good to see you. I'm ready to go to the pearly gates. For real, Miss Blanche. Dave, I know something was up long ago. My grandpa would drag me to that old country church. Hot, and the church would be filled with some standing. What's happened to all these true things? Yeah, what's happened? There is an old country church where I live, and I can go to it, and these people are like from the 50s and everything, y'all. They sing like from the 50s and everything. I'm serious. It's a church of God. But yeah, I'm like, man, I went there. I went there a lot. So I don't really refuse, what they're teaching and everything. It's just, it's whatever, y'all. I don't even want to talk about it in a way. I love church and I love, the spirit and everything that I receive from church, y'all. You know how it is. But I ain't ready to get out of here, y'all. Like, how did we get here, y'all? I had this dream, y'all. And I'm not even going to talk about it for real. Because I know it's not the end yet. September 23rd, all that was postponed, y'all. We're like in another time, like, what happened? How did we get here, People predicting again, y'all. Like, they predict September 23rd, 24th, and they're coming back and doing the same thing for next month, y'all. How did we get here, It's crazy, y'all. Carlos is in the house. Yeah, what's up? Hello, Filipina Maris. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you. Creek Mary, I am sure we are here for a reason. Our little points of light in the darkness are scattered all over to just shine in the darkness. Yes. Creek Mary. Hello, Alan Childs. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. For real, y'all. Let me read a little bit more here before I go any farther. Hello, Plays in the Dirt. Do you know how we got here? I'm just asking a question. How did we get here? Would you like to come up here and tell us? I put it. I put the link out there for real. You are welcome to tell us how we got here. You don't have to. I just picked you out. I mean, if anybody wants to tell us how we got here, you're welcome. I'm just playing this live stream by ear. I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. Just whatever you feel like saying or doing is fine with me, you know? That's all I'm thinking of, y'all, is how did we get here? Yeah, I love the spirit. I love the spirit too, Creek Mary. I do. Happy Sunday afternoon. The spirit of the Lord, y'all. Only you can identify. Only you can get in touch with that spirit, you know? Not everybody else can do it for you. You can use music. You can use the Bible. You can use a lot of things that get you in touch with the spirit, you know? That's where we all need to be. Just saying, y'all. You know, hello, Face the Ace. Good to see you. Thank you. Hello, Lisa C. Thank you for still being a member to my channel. Thank you. Share the stream, Dave. Yes. Share the dream. I don't think I'm able to right now. I mean, really, I'm just not spiritually able to right now. I'm like, have I really identified everything that I believe, you know? And it's just me, y'all. I mean, I don't not mean to share, and tell you something and not share about it, but you know how it is, y'all. You kind of like there's hidden things about this, you know, like how did I get here, you know? Just saying, y'all. For real. What brought me to this point, you know? Not only that, you know, like in decision making and how do I face the world these days, you know, the money to spend in what area, because everything costs so much, you know? Like, how did we get here, you know? If you know what I'm saying. I want to, Randy, but I don't know. Maybe later on I'll give you a hint about it or something, you know? And I don't mean to give no signs like this or anything, y'all. That's kind of like, you know, like between me and you. Like, A-okay, y'all. For real. Wow, thank you. Yes, you're welcome, Max. I got to catch up in the chat, y'all. Good afternoon, good evening, y'all. Good morning. We have 3:17 p.m. here in the southeast of the United States. Yes, we do. Like, you know, how did I get here? I'll talk a little bit more about what I'm talking about when I'm asking that question. Hello, Brian Murray. Good to see you, man. Are you going to tell us exactly how we got here, Max? I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes, brother, because I got stories here to talk about. Yeah, let me get caught up in the chat a little bit. Don't want to miss anybody. Hello, Mike Smith, brother. How did we get here? I mean, how did we get to this point? Do you have any explanations? As a collective, as a whole, as a country, how did we get here, you know? Let me let Max on. Maybe he'll tell us, y'all. How did we get here, Max?
That's a good question, my brother. Hey, everybody.
You tell us how we got here, Max. You got 5 to 10 minutes, brother.
All right. How's my audio? Pretty good?
You sound good, sir.
All right. I feel good. Then I got an announcement to make before I start into my little diatribe here. A volunteer crew showed up and cleaned out all the heavy stuff out of the bottom of my house. I can now start to rebuild.
Wonderful, Max. Congratulations, brother.
Man, there was about 30 people here. The most beautiful, loving people. The whole thing is going to be on German TV. There was a German reporter camera crew here to interview me and watch what was going on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's a lot of fun. That's going to make a huge difference in our lives.
I appreciate you sharing your updated information with us, brother.
Yes, sir. Now, how did we get here? What as in with the Kirk stuff?
We'll figure it out. I mean, just tell us how we got here to this point. This world, this LBGQ in our schools, and to this point in this world, high groceries, whatever you want to think about. How did we get here?
Luciferians, to make a short, to be short and sweet. You have to understand, I married into a very Masonic family. My father-in-law was a 32nd degree. My professional mentor was a 32nd degree. My mother-in-law was Eastern Star, top witch. Everybody I dealt with, all the businesses that I dealt with, was all Masonic stuff, and they worship Lucifer. They feel like God had us imprisoned here, not allowing us to know knowledge. And they feel that the reason we have all this technology is because Lucifer loves us. That's what they think. But I pointed out to my father-in-law one afternoon, I said, if you look here in the well, it's the 32nd, 33 degree Bible, really. It's called Albert Pike read it. It'll come to me in a minute, the name of it. Anyways, it says everything that they worship Lucifer. And Dad didn't know that. My father-in-law, he had no idea. They had him, boom, whatever you want to call it, no stuff. And when he saw that, it blew his mind. I was like, Dad, look, bro, come on now. And the reason I joined was because my father-in-law said, look, if you're going to go into the contract business, you need to do this. So if I'm the only Mason that's bidding on that job, I get it. It doesn't matter. They'll bid rig for me. They'll do whatever So, I took advantage of that. And he was always, you never hang out with the guys. No, I went up every lodge upstairs has a library. That's what I did. When I went there, I went up in the library. I mean, I went and bought my $1 beer, went and sat up there, read, looked around. And normally, one of the older guys would come up there and hang out with me and talk to me. And that's how I moved through my degrees. My father-in-law paid for all his degrees. He didn't read anything. That's what blew his mind. I was like, Dad, I've already read this book. He's like, huh? How did you read it? I said, there's a copy upstairs. Of the lodge.
The lawlessness, the murdering, the people on the drugs on the street, the money out of control, the debt, everything. Yep. How did we get here, Max?
They want to demoralize us. They want us. See, when you demoralize a people, you can control them. When you give people the ability to care for themselves, feed themselves, they're free. You're not going to mess with them. You got to keep them downtrodden, beat up. That way you can come in and say, oh, I'm your savior. Now, okay, so my neighbor over there, I go over there, burn his house at the middle of the night and tear up his crops and kill his chickens. And then the next day I go up there and ask him if he needs any help. See what I mean? That's what the hell they're doing. As my best advice to everybody is stay the hell away from hospitals if you can. Stay away from the pharmaceuticals if you can. If you're on them, get off them now. And get off of them. They're not helping you. And I mean, if you've got diabetes, I understand. If you got these things, of course, I took radiation for my cancer. But I also refused chemo and went with cannabis oil. And the doctor was like, man, wow, that's going away. That's going away fast. I'm like, no kidding. So that's just me. I'm eat as close as you can to the ground, grow as much food as you can, raise your own chickens. If you can do, like, how many chickens you got, Dave?
5.
I've got 5 chickens, 6 ducks, and a turkey, and a dog. Yep. But that's what they're doing. That's why they flooded me out. They want me off the spring water. See,
Yeah.
I'm not drinking their fluoride. I don't use fluoride in any way. Anyway, yeah. And my little brother, he kept drinking bottled water when I moved him up here. I was like, "What are you doing drinking bottled water? We got spring water." See, he wasn't used to being able to drink out of a tap.
Yeah.
Man, we're sitting on spring water, man. This is spring water coming out of it. This is pristine. I've had it tested. It's perfect. I don't want to put a filter on it.
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah. Well, water is life. If you put poison in your body, your cells are going to produce poison, period. And that's another thing. Watch what you watch. Watch what you listen to. Poison in, poison out.
That's just one point. How we got here, the poison in the water. Good point.
How we got here is it's called nothing can be settled. You notice that we cannot decide what happened. Everything's left kind of foggy for us, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's how to get rid of that. And Jason over there at Archaics said a wonderful thing that just changed my life. But that was a side point. Stop allowing people to put trash into your minds. If you don't go to a loving, kind, thoughtful look, somebody just shot up Wilmington. Did you see that day?
No.
Yeah, there was a mass shooting at a dock in Wilmington. Somebody pulled up in a boat and just unloaded a rifle on the people.
Oh, yeah. Offshore, I saw that. Yeah.
Yep. And see, remember when Klaus Schwab said we have to prepare for an angrier world?
Yeah.
Well, I've watched my little brother who took 2 in a boost from Pfizer, or I'm scared to say it. And he's not that. He probably was one of the sweetest. My little brother was exactly opposite to me. Never gregarious, never loud. I'm wide open. I get everything done. Bam! I get it done. He piddles and piddles, and he gets it done. It takes him 3 times longer and all that. But he's never had to work for a living, so he stayed home and kept taking care of my parents.
Right.
And now, since he took those boosts, that man will anger so quickly. I'm like, "Brad, why are you mad at me?" And he'll look and say, "Oh my God, what is?" And you can just see it wash over his face. "Brad, that's not you, is it?" He said, "Oh, no, man, I'm sorry." And he'll start crying and go upstairs.
Right.
Yeah. And it's all about,
chemicals of control.
Lucifer likes his sacrifices. Plain. Yeah. Every war has been a Holocaust. Do you know that one person being killed in a religious aspect is a Holocaust? Did you know that?
One person.
Yeah, that's the definition of a Holocaust, is someone being taken out for their religious beliefs.
Wow.
Yeah, just so every war has been a Holocaust. Those 3 people that died and those 8 people that were injured in Wilmington today, that is a Holocaust. See, they have stolen that word and used it for themselves.
Right.
Yeah. But
I appreciate it, Max. That's part of how we got here. I agree, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's part of how we've actually gotten here. Yes.
We have Luciferians running this place, and if we don't get rid of them, well, I mean, I don't know how we'll ever get rid of them.
Luciferians.
My point is, lay low, stay out of the damn way, and you'll be okay. You stick your nose up, you stick your head too high, they're going to chop it off. Look what they did to me.
Luciferians.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
I think it's a little deeper than that, Max. I believe we're dealing with a real beast, a real Satan.
Yeah, well, Lucifer is the devil.
I think we're dealing with a real Satan.
We are. Donald Trump is literally channeling Lucifer. I mean, he's as close to Lucifer as anybody else on the planet right now, other than the rabbis.
Well, that would be definitely how we're getting there,
Yeah. I thank you for letting me on, Bubba. I hope I helped.
Appreciate it, Max.
Love you, man.
I love you, Max. Thank you.
Yep.
Come back to the
God
chat
bless you.
now.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'll be there
Peace
for
out.
a little while longer.
All
right, y'all. How did we get here? If anybody else wants to tell us, I put it in the chat. Let me share this with you. Ain't trying to mess nobody up, anything like that. But you're welcome to come in and tell us how we got here, in your opinion. Just saying, y'all. He was talking about this shooting. Apparently, this is happening today. Did I miss anybody in the chat? Let me see, y'all. Appreciate you still being here. Apparently, this happened today. Let me get caught up over here where I'm watching another screen. Breaking. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is on fire with multiple victims inside after a mass shooting. Working to get more information. Yeah. This Mormon church, I believe, is on fire. This is, I believe, now in Michigan. Yeah. How did we get here? A mass shooting, people trapped inside, the church is on fire, burning. This is happening now as we speak. How did we get here?
Oh my God.
That's really bad.
Let me read the chat here. Debster from New York. About 3 to 4 shootings in the last 24 hours. Southport, North Carolina had one of them. I caught a little bit of each and every one of them, I believe. I did. But yeah, how did we get here? Let me see what it says. I'm reading, y'all. Gunman rams truck into Michigan Mormon church. Kills 1, injures 9, shooting and arson. What'd he do? Set it on fire? A 40-year-old man from Burton rammed a white pickup truck into the entrance of a church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This happened like 3 hours ago. Fox News, fake news, whatever. A person deliberately set a fire on a church, drove into a church, shot at church goers with an assault rifle. Pray for the victims, their families, and speedy recovery. This needs to stop. Is this when we're going to get enough is enough? Just saying, I could show y'all what that means if you don't know what that means. Enough is enough. Yeah. Just showing it. Let me enlarge this a little bit. I see. Of course, it needs to stop, but who are they blaming it on, you know? That's part of the question. How did we get here, you know? Is it because blue people? I mean, really, people that identify themselves as blue? Is it people that identify themselves as foreigners? I mean, where's all this coming from? How did we get here? Or is it just part of the GOV, you know? Just another fatality dealing going on, you know? Saying we're tired of it. That this needs to stop. Just saying, y'all. How do we get here? Let me read the chat a little bit. Some idiot drove into church and shooting people. Yeah, Sheikah, they sure did. Doing better every day. Mama Rages, hello, heading to work. Hello, World Tours, how are you? How did we get here? That's all I'm asking is, how did we get here, y'all? How did we get to the point that the people are deceived by, say, a shooting at a university? That people can't determine reality from real, you know, from fake. How did we get here? That people are hypnotized. They really are, y'all. I watched these videos like a week ago explaining how the masses are hypnotized. I still don't understand it, really. I'm like, how did we get here? The people can't see. Is it Luciferian? Is it Satanism? What is it? People can't wake up. People walking around in a trance. They believe everything that they're being told 100%. You look like a crazy person if you try to tell what's really going on. Like, y'all, this is a movie, you know, we're watching a movie. You know, you got to go through extremes and show people in slow motion and show people. I mean, they're so far hypnotized and believe that this was all for the young people, you know. It's bringing people together. I get it. If it's bringing people to God, it's going to lead to the next falling away. Then it'll be more heartbroken people, you know. How did we get here? Just saying, y'all. How did we get here? Did anybody ever really think about it, you know? Was it just taking God out of school? Was it allowing, you know, people to get away with things? Lawlessness. You know, like, how did we get here? It's just over and over. Privileges, you know, people that deserve some type of punishment, and a lot of times just a slap on the wrist. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Do I have to remind y'all what the agenda is, 2030? I was like, man, I need to start playing this every time I go live. Maybe somebody that never seen it, never heard it, maybe. Just possibly, maybe. Remind the people, you know. Just what, are we going to ever stand against this? Agenda 2030. Are we going to ever stand against this? And then we'll be asking, how did we get here? How did we get here? Because we stood by and allowed it. We never said a word. We never spoke out as a people, a collective, as all human beings, not as a left and a right or a liberal, conservative, not as a Baptist or a Catholic or whatever, but as a people.
Agenda 2030. Check this out. One world government, one world cashless currency, one world central bank, one world military, end of national sovereignty, end of privately owned property, end of the family unit, mandatory vaccines, universal basic income, microchipped tracking for all, world social credit system, thousands of FG towers, end of private transportation, end of private farms, business owned by government, travel restrictions, restricted land use. This is Agenda 2030. This is what they on. This is what they are. This is 5 years from today. 5 years. That's all people got. You got 5 years, fam. Share this beam out. You got 5 years. This is their agenda. So you can have an opinion. You say what you want to about how you feel. This is what their mission is. What up?
That's what we're being told their mission is. All you got to do is look it up online. It's going to be like, well, we looked around. We did nothing. We saw nothing. We didn't care. They came and took the homeless people away and made it against the law to be homeless. Where did these people end up? I saw a video. I've been watching this other channel. He's saying that they're selling. I don't know, y'all. Where are these people going? Are we even being told? But I'm going to tell you what he said, and this guy's homeless. Like, how did we get here, you know? And this, never saw that. Thanks. Well, you're welcome. He's saying that he sees firsthand, and he was going to clear himself out of the area. Yeah. Where was it? In Austin, Texas. I could find that video, but I don't have it handy. Where this guy was saying, this homeless guy was saying that they're taking the homeless people and they're selling them to other countries. That's all I heard him say about it. Like, really? If it's even possible, how did we get here? Does anybody know where they're going, you know? Just saying, y'all, nothing to do with misinformation or anything. I'm repeating what the guy said. I mean, does anybody out there have any hard evidence? Like, where are these people going, you know? I'll read the chat here a little bit. Maybe somebody out there knows. People were programmed through the system and stopped thinking for themselves. You should question everything we are shown or told. Well, thank you, Mike Smith. I appreciate it, man. Good point. United Nations is evil. Miss Blanche, to me, United Nations is Satan. It's what do you call it? Yeah, it's a big studio. I believe America is running the United Nations. These people that appear or whatever as country people, you know, from different countries. I don't know, y'all. I'm like, man, this is central casting to me. It's all a big show, you know. America seems to be running the United Nations. Just my opinion. Papers handed from the president. I don't know. I'm not there. Tell these people are entities or Satan people, whatever they are. People under mask. Are these real people? We're dealing with something bigger than we know about. When it comes to the United Nations and this government, something bigger than we know about. We have no idea who's really running anything. How did we get here? John P., I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you. Hope it's not Silent Queen. Solid Grant. For real, bio filled up. We're entering the Gog and Magog. Think so, Darren Ortiz. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I know y'all think I'm crazy, y'all. I don't care what you think. I appreciate your company. You hit that thumbs up, but we're dealing with something more powerful in a way. But then again, is it powerful? If you give it power, it has no power, right? People that are in the hypnosis are giving it that power. They're in a state of tranquil, like Randy Wood said, I believe. A tranquil state, y'all. You know, hypnosis. Could you ever pull them out of it? Who is this? Creek Mary? Do you have? We got Creek Mary in the background, y'all. Am I in trouble or what? Or is she going to tell us how we got here? All right, Creek Mary, you get your 5 or 10 minutes. Please come up and tell us how we got here.
I can't hear anything.
I hear you. You can't hear anything? Well, turn your microphone on. She can't hear us, y'all. I wish we could. Now we can't hear you.
Okay, you can hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear anything?
I can't hear anything, but that's okay. I wanted to share a video, and that's all I wanted to do.
Microphone on. We got an echo. We can't hear you.
Okay, you can hear me?
I hear you.
I can't hear anything, but that's okay. I wanted to share a video, and that's all I wanted to do.
We got an echo. Okay, I'm gonna add it to the stage.
Okay, you can hear me? I can't hear anything, but that's okay. I wanted to share a video, and that's all I wanted to do.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to the stage. Go ahead and play it, Miss Creek Mary.
9/11.
Us.
So, where'd you read this?
I served 11 years.
Where in the military were you?
Syria.
Yeah, I want the full conspiracy. Let's go.
This is a year and a half after an operation that we went to. Breaking news, the operation that we did a year and a half ago. Popped up on the news. I immediately went to go check, and I'm like, is this modern? And they said, yes. And I said, no, it's not. I need to go talk to mental health because I was there when that happened.
Oh, so you go and say like, what's on the news isn't true.
Yes.
Am I going crazy?
Yeah, and it broke my whole reality.
He cannot stop drinking. I think he's telling the truth. Why did you just drag us into this nightmare? Is the Bermuda Triangle real?
Yes, but it's because of a series of wins, not anything else.
Nerd alert.
Fool got exactly what was coming to him. So this
Where did she go? I think your signal is weak, Miss Creek Mary. Thank you for coming on. Everything on the news is a lie. That's part of how we got here, right? Everything on the news is a lie. I heard him say that, of course, the media. I'm not sure if we can blame everything on the media. It's our own fault for watching and believing the media. Could we not see the truth when the lies were presented to us? Do we not hold any responsibility here of what we've been believing in the past, let's say? You know, did we not use our own thought? How did we get here, y'all? Can you still hear me? Yes, thank you, Mike Smith, Randy Woods. World order is fastly showing itself. Exactly. Thank you, Lisa C., for still being here. Sheikah, Thigman, Miss Blanche, Central Casting at United Nations. That's how far behind I am. I'm sorry about that, Creek Mary, but kind of like multitasking, y'all. I mean, I'm way behind in the video, of course. We hear you, Creek Mary. Yes, she played a video. I didn't kick her off. It's her signal or something, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and speed up. Hello, Hopperson. How you doing? The Watchman, good to see you. Thank you. Y'all can share me out. I'm be here live a little while, y'all. I've been live 50 minutes. I'm going to go double that amount of time if you don't mind. If you do, you got something to do, go do it. But I really appreciate you sharing me out. Give me a thumbs up and stay here and like figure out how we got here, you know? And like, there's a reason I'm asking that question, like, how did we get here, you know? Because where are we going? We're, you know, the United Nations, Agenda 2030, the stuff we're being told, maybe, who knows? That could be a distraction. Just saying, they telling us we're going. Why would we believe where they telling us we're going? All the points I'm trying to make, the media, all these years, we believed all this stuff. Is that a direction we want to go in? Agenda 2030, you own nothing and be happy. You know, be part of this great system that's paying you every month. You don't have to do anything but be a slave to the system, you know? Don't go anywhere. Don't drive your car. Like, how do we get here, you know? We're going to look back and wonder wherever we're going. I know I'm just going in circles a little bit, y'all, but wherever we're going, we got to set our own destiny, you know? That's the overall conclusion to it all. Thank you, Miss Blanche. Let's go into something else. Y'all want to talk about something else? I sure don't want to be part of this system. Hello, Buckeye Jim. We've been brainwashed and accepting the reality we're faced with. Is that how we got here? Was we part of the hypnosis and allowed it to happen? You know, you can watch a crime happen and not do anything about it. And still you could be part of the crime or the injustice that happened, you know? And you wonder how we got here. Just saying, did we stand by and do nothing? Because where we're going, are we going to be satisfied? Say where this beast is pulling all of us into. All right, let me look at something else because, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all's patience. Just wondering, y'all, because you know what? That's crazy. Let me show you this here. If I can get the right thing. Yeah, we're like halfway. Or he is. Let's say he is. Peter Thiel. I don't really like talking about this man. But, this man's giving a speech. He's going to give 2 speeches out of 4, right? Just saying. He's going to give, September the 15th and 1 the 23rd, I believe. The next one is tomorrow. I don't know if you've reserved your spot for this wonderful speech, let's say, by Peter Thiel, because he wants you to think more about the antichrist. Hello, Matt Davis. Why would we think more of the antichrist? Just think of where we would be going. Really. You want to think Peter Thiel, the co-founder of Palantir. Out of, Sacramento, California, he's giving this speech. I hadn't found any of it. I hadn't really looked for any of it. I am not part of wanting to watch any of it. But I was like, man, these ads, is this where they want you to go? Like, how did we get here? I don't want to go in this direction. Peter Thiel wants everyone to think more about the Antichrist. I think the good Lord will give us discernment, let's say, and notice when this system of the Antichrist is trying to move in, which it's already moving in, let's say the AI. I hear people saying that the AI is not for us, that it's for them. The billionaires, are these people really billionaires, or are they just stealing the money and the wealth where nobody can actually do anything? Like, how did we get here, Just saying, drain little bits of money at a time. That's what Satan would do, right? Trick everybody in their hypnosis state of minds to give all their, run out of money in the future. The billionaire investor in data, AI, defense and weapons deployment, development, technology companies wants to think more about the end of the world. Why does he want to do that? For about a year now, Thiel has been publicly laying out his understanding of biblical prophecies to bring out an apocalyptic future. This AI is not what... I'm going to take that down. Let me see if I can pull this one up, because this man talks a little bit about it. I'd rather play the video. Just saying, y'all. Yeah. Peter Thiel, it'll be over momentarily. Well, Super Dave, you talked about this. I know. But I hadn't talked in depth a little bit about it. I'm like, where are we going? How do we get here? People accept, to hypnotize people. Just saying, they accept this kind of lecturing and speech and understanding and think this man is prophesying and has real knowledge. You'll be going in the direction you don't want to be going in. If they can just fool the masses every time, they're fooling the masses.
Peter Thiel is giving a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist.
Yeah, that seems odd.
4-part. Well, here's what's really wild to me. 4 parts. It's not just one. One lecture on the Antichrist would be insane. This guy's doing a series. He's doing a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist, and nobody in his inner orbit went, Peter, how about 1 lecture on the Antichrist or no lectures? Not 4.
Well, I don't think he understands the optics.
He certainly does not.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah.
Tickets sold out.
Well, of course.
Well, it's a private lecture at a club in San Francisco about the Antichrist. What does he know about the Antichrist? Is he like...
I'm guessing a lot.
If you told me there was a movie and there was a guy who played the Antichrist, zoom in on that image of him.
Yeah.
I would say, oh, is that him? Is that the Antichrist?
This is like me doing a 4-part lecture on Long Island racism. Just to show everybody, how much I know about it and how scary it is and how we got to watch out for it. But it's totally not me or anyone I know. It's no one that's ever been in my backyard, but those others.
Well, I just don't understand, why. What I would like. Someone saw it. Someone saw one of the lectures that he did on the Antichrist.
Was it good?
It might have been Duncan. He said it was boring.
It's of course going to be boring.
But I don't understand. What is he doing?
He's trying to prove he's not the Antichrist
by ratting him out.
By doing it. He's like, if I was that's probably how the lecture starts. He goes, Now, if I was the Antichrist, I obviously wouldn't be doing this lecture.
You know what it's like?
Yeah.
It's like those really shitty men
Yeah.
that become male feminists.
Right.
And then they tweet, believe all women.
Yeah. Well,
and
no,
you're
no.
like,
Yes.
hey.
Yeah.
I know you.
Right. Well,
you're a piece of shit.
Didn't O.J. Simpson write a book called If I Did It?
Yeah, I have a copy of it.
So this is Peter Thiel's version of that. His lecture on the Antichrist is If I Did It.
I think my wife threw it out, honestly.
No.
Yes.
She's
known to do things like that.
I get it. As a woman, you would see it and go, he doesn't need this.
Well, she thinks it's for because
I
go.
If we was going to have a lecture on the Antichrist, wouldn't we have it from a preacher, a minister? Who is Peter Thiel? Besides co-founder of Palantir, he's married to a man. How did we get here, you know? And this is who people, the masses, the hypnotized, are accepting, you know, listening to. All right, I'm going to go to something else here in a minute, y'all. Hello, Uncle Skin. How you doing? Good to see you, Uncle Skin. Thank you. Carol, Sunflower. Appreciate y'all coming in and hitting that thumbs up. Rebecca Lynn, blessings. The Watchman. Sheikah, Mama Rages, Mike Smith. Thank y'all. Let's go to something else, because how did we get here? I mean, I think we're all kind of like on the same road of knowing. Amos 11:13. Let me see if I can find something to look it up with. Amos 11:13. I do have the Scripture Bible. I might have moved it into the other room. All right, let me see if I can find it up. Just saying. I don't want to take your whole afternoon. The New International Version, the days are coming. Let me see right here real quick. The days are coming, declares the sovereign Lord, when I will send a famine through the land. Not a famine of food or of thirst for water, but a famine of hearing the words of the Lord. Is that how we got here? Just asking questions. People didn't hear about the Lord. We have generations that came up. People of my age never heard anything about the Lord. Parents under our generation, I don't know when this began. Like, how did we get here? You know? That never hear one word about the Lord. Never knowing anything about any story in the Bible. You know? Just saying, y'all. No teachings. Generations. Now, you know, are we in the last generation? Because if we are, this is how we got there, you know? By all these ways of a combining of many things. I meant to play my music, y'all. Yeah. Does any and all this relate to this, you know? Let me see if I can play something to this. People think major things are coming. You know, these generals have been called. These generals have been called to meet, y'all. Is this a show, you know, or is this something major that's about to happen? Just saying. Let's play a couple minutes of it. Because I want y'all to know I'm Super Dave's That's why I take time off, y'all, because all this information is like overload. You know what, fam? She made something fall. Hey, stop crying. I'm in here live streaming. She broke my concentration. All right, y'all. Am I still here? I'm here, yes. She broke the towel rack in the bathroom, my little granddaughter. Hanging on it, thinking it's a toy. How did we get here, you know? How did I get here, y'all? Yeah, I just want y'all to know, these generals that's been called together, isn't this Hegseth guy, he's one of the central casting guys anyway? Just asking questions. It's in the video.
Post is reporting Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of the U.S. military's generals and admirals to gather at Marine Corps Base Quantico next week. The directive was sent to virtually all of the military's top commanders worldwide. Now, there are no details about what will be discussed at that meeting, which is expected to take place September 30th, the same day as the government shutdown deadline.
Aside from the fact that this is a very highly unusual meeting to bring this many generals together, all on relatively short notice.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the job security, that portion of it. I mean, the timing is very suspicious and unique. September 30th, also the deadline for the government shutdown. It doesn't seem like we can necessarily read too much into that, but is there any precedent for a gathering of this nature where there's so much unknown?
I hesitated to use unprecedented in a story, but in talking to more than a dozen sources, nobody we talked to had ever heard of anything like this in their 35-year careers. It really is rare.
Now, do you suspect that we, as in us, the media, is unclear about why this meeting is being called, but the generals have a better understanding, or do you think they're in the dark too?
The generals are in the dark too. I'm assuming Secretary Hegseth's team knows what the plan is, but I mean, when you've got 2 and 3 and 4 stars.
Does anybody know what the plan is? How did we get here? What is the plan? What is these generals coming from around the world? These bases, everything. Just saying. Yeah. Generals, admirals, hundreds of them, up to 800. I heard one time, one figure. Why are they coming to? This is like an unprecedented event. This would be if there's a major war or a major catastrophe or something like that. According to what I have heard on the grapevine, let's say, this has significance to it. How did we get here? Y'all know we talked about John Hopkins many months ago, right? I don't know about the timing. October 18th is coming up. I'm sure people that was here can remember their scenario when it comes to SPARS. We're at that time of the year. That's they had a scenario for COVID. You know, they sure did back in what, 2019. And then it came to fruition. I don't know. There's already been tested what? Military on the street, National Guard, ICE, all these people, y'all, agents. What's coming? How did we get here, you know? Makes people wonder. I'm not saying anybody has inside information. I'm not saying I do, because I don't. Shut it down. Shut it down. Now is a criminal operation. Come on, Max. Be careful in the chat, brother. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Yeah, we got to stay informed, y'all. A lot of these cities, I talked about the homeless, and I still remain to, like, where are they going? Yeah, they've been bragging, Washington, D.C. is clean now, let's say. Yeah, have they come to your state, to your city yet? Don't know. Does this general meeting have anything to do with that? Does anybody know? All right, I played a little bit of that video. I could play more, but let's move on. I'm like, man, how did we get here? Have y'all heard this one? Let me see if I can get it on here real quick. Keep moving along. Like, how did we get here, y'all? Does anybody have a clue? I know we all could put bits and pieces together and be like, this is how we got here. But is it really? There's something bigger at power at work that, like I said, we don't know who's running the show. That's part of my dream. You still here, Randy Woods? I'll give you a hint. I said I would. Are you still here? I am no prophet. I don't do anything but get on here and use common sense. MS Blanche, yes, I think you're correct. So yeah, here, teacher. I'm not your teacher. I just got theories, and I wonder, where are we going? How did we get here? Yeah, these theories that I throw out there, you saying describe my dream, okay? Yeah. And I was like, man, this is like for real, y'all. I thought this. And it's like, this is where I'm coming up with. There's a beast, there's a Satan, and it's all, infiltrated everything. There's going to be a beast, and I'm not talking about just the system, y'all. Where it's like tentacles are coming out of this beast and running into every piece. This was what I was confessing, a little portion of my dream. These tentacles that were running out of this beast, like under this major city. And it's being housed there, just saying. That was in my dream, y'all. And it was running into every leader, every control.
It's interesting. I was visiting Jonathan in his Jewish voice, so I went to the Jewish deli, and of course we had the discussion on Trump. I asked them, who is Trump to you? And you know what they said? Trump is our new Messiah. Actually, they want to believe that Trump is the Messiah. What I think is happening here is God using Donald Trump to hasten the coming of the Lord. This is really what is happening here. And we need to stay tuned, because he's lining up with Israel right now in a major way.
I'm going to give you a name of somebody. You come back and give me one name or one descriptive word. Trump.
Don't take this wrong, but remember, I'm Jewish, and a Messiah is, in Judaism, is the person who would bring the one true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to the world. A Messiah means a great leader, a great prophet. I believe that Donald J. Trump is a Messiah for what's called the New Jerusalem, which is the United States of America. He was it, and he opened everybody's eyes. That's the only way I can describe him. He's a prophecy fulfilled.
What I believe is the one who's going to switch from Yahweh to Yahweh is Donald Trump. He will turn America from Yahweh to Yahweh, because everything he says indicates that. He's going to really be a tremendous president in the United States. Tremendous. He's going to stand up to all the nations of the world. He's going to side with Israel when he realizes that they cannot make peace with Israel, as I've said before, because it's theologically impossible. And that's why I believe, remember I said that the Gematria of Donald Trump is Gematria Mashiach ben David? You know what that means? He, I believe, is the Mashiach of Edom. The Mashiach is nothing more than an anointed one, right? That completely reverses the order of something. Trump, I believe, is the Messiah of Edom, of Esau. And therefore, he will take them from Yahweh to Yahweh, from someone who afflicts Israel to someone who assists them. And believe me, he's going to be fabulous with the Jewish people.
And you don't have to say, well, I don't know what's he.
There's something here I see that a lot of people are not connecting about. People believe look how I'm losing and bleeding people. I know I should have came out here and just done like an hour live stream and said hello to everybody and like what I've been doing lately and everything like that. I get it. Maybe I should have done that, but I'm just telling y'all what I've been thinking, like, where are we going? And people, these Jewish people, let me read a little piece of this. So many rabbis call Trump the Messiah. I don't know if y'all saw where they brought out this silver crown the other year and gave to him, They really believe he's the Messiah. Where are we going with this, These Feast of Trumpets the other day, I can't really find them. Did anybody hear the shofars go off? 100 shofars. Somewhere I missed it. Did they want the public to see it? I don't know. Did anybody here see it or hear it? I was like, man, I can go watch a video and they're playing the shofar, but it's not the 100 trumpet shofars that they promised us, Just saying, I don't know, y'all. Yeah, bring it on, Dave. Yeah, Max. Can y'all hear me anymore? Jesus told they are the Pharisees with the Angelica Christian. There's a lot about that, but I won't go into it today. But if people believe Trump is the Messiah, this is major.
Yeah, where's he at? I don't like the way you talk. I understand all that. But the thing is that we're talking about God's purposes. That's what we're talking about. God uses whom he'll use. But
everything being used, and we're being told here on the earth, Messiah-like, whatever. To me, I see it in the opposite.
But he was used. He also was used very powerfully for Jerusalem. Jerusalem, recognizing Jerusalem. He's the first modern leader. First leader since ancient times who recognized Jerusalem, as that. He was used in some very, very important ways.
What I believe is that, this is a quote from him, he says, what I believe is that the one who is going to switch from Esau from persecuting the Jews to Esau who is serving the Jews is Donald Trump. Rabbi Kessin claims he is going to purify Edom.
I want to promise you one thing. If Trump was the president right now, we would be able to win 10 times faster and 10 times better against our Nazi enemies. He would give us any weapon we want, unconditional. He wouldn't care what the world is barking about. He would shut down these European liberals and tell them just be quiet. I run the show here.
Don't forget, I don't know if you haven't watched the show, I happen to be Jewish by birth, and 75% of all Jews vote Democrat, and they don't like Trump. And this is the greatest president for Jews and for Israel in the history of the world, not just America. Trump's the best president for Israel in the history of the world. And the Jewish people love him like he is the king of Israel. They love him like he is the second coming of God.
I am the chosen one.
I am the chosen one.
This was a special token of affection given by myself and the First Lady to Prime Minister and the First Lady of Israel. And it's a key. We call it a key to the White House. And it's a key to our country and to our hearts. And you've been an amazing leader for a long period of time. And this is, in many respects, the big day, because this is something that's very special.
It's central casting. It's all a show, y'all. But the show continues to be against what I would say the Christ and the God that I believe in. The show that continues. Did y'all see that speech? And I'm not going to show it. It was a show by this lady. You remember the other week? What's his name? Charlie. His wife. I'm like, man, there's so much surrounding this lady. and I'm not going into it, but like, how can people not see it is what I'm trying to point out. And there was so much controversial things, I'm telling y'all. I'm not going into it today. No, I'm not. I refuse to. That's why I took a little time off, y'all, because I refuse to go into all this evil stuff. There's evil. Like, man, y'all can the masses not see it? Where are they at? The sheep. We all know 200 million people or something like that, wasn't it? They lined up and took back in 2020. They took it. That's the sheep. You can tell them anything to do, That's how we got here quite a bit of it, We have to tolerate. We have to allow this in. We have to bring this into the church. Bring the world into the church. You're supposed to bring the church into the world. It was allowed to go the other way around. That's how we got here. Just saying, y'all. Yeah. Appreciate y'all still being here. We're an hour and 20 minutes. Let's go about 20 more. Since I have been gone, I disappeared, y'all. I was busy. I really was. I've done a lot of stuff y'all don't know about. Like, take time off from YouTube. Because there's so much happening. I mean, I got to adjust to it, Even though I don't accept it, allowing myself to adjust, not allowing certain frequencies and certain behaviors in my life, let's say. Praying every day, y'all, which I'm not perfect. I wish I could say I got down on my knees 10 times a day and prayed. I would be lying to you. But prayer does change things, and I know I'm a witness to that. All right, let me show you what they're really telling us. Because it's right in our face. And I know I can't hardly listen to this man. I know it. 3 minutes won't kill me. And it shouldn't kill y'all. Just saying, you are being told, the masses are being told exactly what this is all about.
What we're seeing today is what I call turnkey totalitarianism. They are putting in place all of these technological mechanisms for control we've never seen before. It's been the ambition of every totalitarian state from the beginning of mankind to control every aspect of behavior, of conduct, of thought, and to obliterate dissent. None of them have been able to do it. They didn't have the technological capacity. Today, the mechanisms are being put in place that will make it so none of us can run and none of us can hide. Within 5 years, we're going to see 415,000 low orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. Digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. Every right that you have is transformed into a privilege contingent upon your obedience to arbitrary government dictates. It will make you a slave. And what do we do about this? What do? We resist. I'm going to tell you 3 rules you all need to know and memorize. Number one, every power that government takes from us, it will never relinquish voluntarily. Number two, every power they take from us, they will ultimately abuse to the maximum extent possible. Number three, nobody in history of the planet has ever complied their way out of totalitarian control. Every capitulation is a signal to the oppressors to impose new forms of torment or torture or compliance or obedience. Every time you comply, you get weaker. Bullies cannot be appeased. It just encourages them to new forms of torture and torment. Every time you say yes, you're getting pushed back to a weaker position. That's why we need to resist today.
I believe this man is a central casting actor. I happen to believe that. It could be Mel Gibson with a mask because they look a lot alike. This man is, let's say this man is telling us what the future holds. Resist. He's saying do not comply with digital ID. You know, I have a regular driver's license. I still don't have that new thing they got. And a lot of people don't. I get it, y'all. But the more you comply with, the more they inching control. He's telling us. In this video, let me see. It will make you a slave. Yeah, this video, September 27th, 2025 is when it was put up. I don't know exactly when this speech was, but he's talking to the masses, to the people like me, to the people like you. And we're going to wonder, how did we get here? Yeah, let me see if I got one more thing. This is kind of crazy. I hope y'all can keep up with this one. Y'all are pretty smart, intelligent people. But let's see. It might be lengthy a little bit. I don't know. But it leads me into my next question. I'm like, man, how did we get here? I don't even know if this existed. I've never even heard of this before, you know? This song that's in this video. He'll mention it. Yes.
So you saw the snake eye thing, right? What if I told you there's a music video with Erica being an actor, getting with a guy named Tyler with certain dates in the video? Not just 9/10, which we know what that is, but also 10/10. What is 10/10 supposed to be? Y'all, I cannot even believe this, but we know the music industry is practicing divination and summoning demons to write their music.
All right, it's supposed to be in this video that I'm going to play after this guy. He's explaining, you know, I'll go back if you just come in. Wayne the Pain, Michael Graham, good to see y'all. Thank you. Appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. Stacy Seela, how you doing? Thank you, ma'am. Let me see if I missed anyone else. Uncle Skin is still here. We live in a prison Earthship system. Well, I don't go that bad with it. Crazy head worm idiot. Randy Woods. I feel like we still have freedom, but they're inching us. This is an old saying. You either be pulled into it, dragged into it, or are you going to be going into it at the end of a barrel, let's say. Just saying. You know, that's what I've heard, like, you know. So just, you know, this guy, let me jump straight to the deal, y'all. This video, I don't know if y'all know about it. 13 years ago. I'll leave that guy there because I still want to come back to him. But the way StreamYard has jumped everything around, this is the video he's talking about. Yeah, Emerson Drive, she's my kind of crazy. I'm like, where's this song been? Is this AI, you know? Just asking, has anybody ever heard this? And this supposedly is Erica Kirk in this video. Yeah, I did a video like, is this the same Erica Kirk? Because in her Instagram pictures and everything, she looks a little different, you know? And people put like, was Super Dave, you allowing the devil to make you believe? There was one lady, you can check the comments in that video. No, I'm not allowing the devil to twist my mind or anything. What I'm questioning this whole thing. If she must have obviously not been listening about the central casting and this man under the tent, where they dramatize so many situations, so many things that happen. I'm convinced. I saw it. I see it. I'm convinced it's a stage show. 100%. Y'all don't have to go along with me. I don't care. I know what I see. I think I know what the good Lord is telling me. And I don't frequently put information out there like that. It's like the Lord spoke to me and showed me all that was a fake. That really did not happen under that tent at that university. Yeah, like all these other things that are happening in these universities, y'all. But she's my kind of crazy. Y'all ever seen this video? Let me know, y'all. Where's this video been my whole 13 years ago and stuff? I listen to country music. I'm going to look at the chat in case anybody's seen this video before.
She got a butterfly tat on the back of a you-know-where. I let her lie by the wine and landed there. It's what you get for getting tipsy at the county fair. My baby's my kind of crazy. $1 million smile and a $500 car. She talks to Jesus every morning before it starts. Hates the way it drives, but loves the way it...
Somewhere in this video, I hadn't put it in slow motion to see it, but I missed it the last time I watched it still. It says 910. I don't know if it's on the wall or on the panel of the truck or somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But the guy in the previous video that was talking about this video, it says 910 and 1010 in this video. Just saying. I'm not trying to put 1010 out there, which it could mean something to it. You saw Charlie on 910. What happened? Supposedly how they have these people hypnosis, you know, hypnotized. Just saying, y'all, it may be something to pay attention to. I don't play everything off, you know, like, especially if it's already happened at 9:10. Yeah. Let me finish the video, y'all. I was trying to make a point.
It's parsed by the river in the moonlight. Listen to the AM station, cause the antenna's missing. She's my kind of Sunday driving, rolling down the back roads, hanging out the window, driving with her hair in the wind and her hands in the sky, like she's flying. She's my kind of ponytail pretty, sounds like the country, looks like the city. I march along to whatever out-of-time drum she plays me. She's my kind of crazy. Met her a bench told you that you wouldn't hurt surf my truck. I had a peg, but she just kept yelling, speed up. She did it twice, said you owe me a couple $100. But keep your money, I'll take an eye on you. On an ice cream cone and some high heel shoes. She's my kind of Sunday driving, rolling down the back roads, hanging out the window, riding with her hair in the wind and her hands in the sky, like she's flying. She's my kind of ponytail, pretty, sounds like the country, looks like the city. I march along to whatever out of town drum she plays me. She's my kind of crazy, my kind of dangerous, my kind of say whatever's on your mind. She's my kind, she's my kind of Sunday driving, rolling down the back roads, hanging out the window, riding with her hair in the wind and her hands in the sky, like she's flying. She's my kind of ponytail, pretty, sounds like the country.
I just saw it. Okay, finally, I just saw it. Let's examine it. You see it on the wall. This guy was talking about it. It may take a minute. Let's find it. About every scene here. This is where he's talking about. 9/10, 10/10. 9/10 happened on the 10th. CK, the Charlie guy. I reckon that was on a Tuesday, right? What is 10/10 on? I don't know. I can look it up real quick, but yeah. What is that? So October 10th? What day is October 10th on? It's a Friday. So yeah, it's a Friday. Just saying, it's what's this guy was pointing out one of these things anyway. Like, how did we get here, y'all?
She's my kind of ponytail, pretty, sounds like the country, looks like the city. I march along to whatever out of time drum she plays me.
All right, yeah.
She's my kind of crazy, my kind of crazy. Kind of say whatever's on your mind. She's my kind of crazy.
I don't think YouTube wanted me to finish playing that, but I was like, man, that's a cool sounding song. Wouldn't I known about that? I listen to country music too, y'all, like Garth Brooks and, whoever else I do. For real. I really do, y'all. Because she's my kind of crazy too. A lot of country music, it talks about booze and, sex, rock and roll and stuff like that too. I get it, y'all. I get it. But appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. That was great decode. Let's see what Rebecca's got, y'all. Where? Casey from Enter the Stars decoded this video. Okay, this morning. I came in like halfway of the show. Yeah, he does a good job. But is he really seeing? I ask. Are these bigger channels? Are they seeing this central casting thing that, the fakeness, these fake things, this blood squib that could have been or probably was what it looked like to me. This blood squib and these actors and actresses and central casting and putting on a show and all this stuff. I ask, is these bigger channels like that seeing the truth? That because I see, that I see what they're pointing out, and I'm like, well, it sounds to me like some of these people still think these are people. If it was a hologram, whatever, y'all, still, it was a show. There was a trap door. There's something going on. The real one may have been there up until 10 seconds or whatever. And the holographic $80,000 projectors kick on. And they show a show, you know, and it looks real. It's people seeing, you know, what's really happening. That really, I don't believe for one moment that somebody died. Just my belief. You don't have to believe a word I say. I'm like, man, how can I see this so easily? I stood up to the TV with the phone. I was like, man, that Biden dude is wearing a mask. There was no doubt in my mind. I knew 100%. Like, how did we get here, y'all? You know what I'm saying? I could talk about a lot of these things like, you know, I know a lot of us. Spend a lot of time alone and stuff. We're like set apart from the rest of the world, y'all. I mean, if you can see stuff like that, how do you explain to one person at a time? How do you explain to people in your family and stuff if you're set apart? You're like, I see things that other people can't see, and they don't understand one bit about it.
So you saw the snake eye thing, right? What if I told you there's a music video with Erica being an actor getting with a guy named Tyler with certain dates in the video? Not just 9/10, which we know what that is, but also 10/10. What is 10/10 supposed to be? Y'all, I cannot even believe this, but we know the music industry is practicing divination and summoning demons to write their music. And you'll never guess who married Tyler and Erica in the music video. So first off, credit where credit is due. There's this guy named Ayan Atta over there on Twitter, and he got a message from Chris. Chris says there's a music video by Emerson Drive called She's My Kind of Crazy. And in the video, there's some questionable numbers and questionable relationships. Iron, Ra, Atta, Ma. It is 2025, y'all. Learn Pig Latin. I had to record this very carefully so I can show you guys. All we're doing in this video is going over a really cool music video. So the actress in the music video, which you know who that is, actually commented on this 13 years ago. What a blast Tyler and I had shooting the video with you guys. This is in the end of the video when they're ziplining. 9/10 and 10/10. What in the world is 10/10? Now 1000% unrelated. Remember a few days ago when I made a video about people on Twitter warning of a certain event to come? Completely unrelated. I just wanted to remind y'all. Now, something that I saw when I was watching the video, it was very strange how Elvis himself was marrying them. You can say it's not Elvis all you want. I know what I see. And then, of course, we have a wedding chapel. And then, of course, we have these guys singing like actual goons. Some rappers and musicians call it the Rain Man. Some call it an alter ego. Roman, Sasha Fierce. But one thing is truly clear if you can actually see. Divination itself, workings of demons and fallen angels, is behind the whole media industry.
Fallen angels. And a lot of people say fallen angels are coming. Fallen angels, the giants, whatever, you know, the Anunnaki, whatever you want to relate it to, however you want to name it, whatever you want to call it, the fallen angels. And it sounds far-fetched. I get it by what I'm going to say. And I call these people Satan and this beast with these tentacles that come out into every sect of our government and all this fakery. It's not just fakery. It's a demon controlled. What I was trying to get to, y'all. Take a deep breath. It goes much deeper than that.
Power on.
Are the falling ones?
Bluetooth connected.
Are they already here? Are they already here? Is the Antichrist already here? The beast system, they're putting it in place. Are the falling ones, we're not going to see it with our actual physical eyes, but it's being played all around us. Are we not spiritually seeing it? That the system that's being run is being run by the fallen ones. Why all the deception? Why all the lies? Why the fakery? Why the dates? The 666s and the Trump Tower, you know, with all these numbers and these cubes. Why? How did we get here? You know? I think we're there. I just believe we're there, y'all. That we're being, if we are allowing it, this is the system that's controlling, let's say, the ones that are in charge. We're allowing it. It has no power if you don't allow it. The same is in your heart. The same is in your mind. If you serve Christ every day, if you pray every day, the devil has no control. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody that came in. Y'all rock. I love y'all. I have a lot more to cover and think about all this stuff. But I'm sorry, y'all. I do. I'm compelled to talk about the way I talk about these things. I am compelled. It's on my heart. I don't care who says what, who puts me down, what bigger channels think they have authority. Just because you've been doing this 15 years as a bigger channel and you cannot see the deception. The deception would be played straight out of the devil himself. I can't compare to 15 years. I get it. I know. But if the Lord ain't showing, and you've been doing this 15 years, you need to go get on your knees for real. Because there's something bigger at play, y'all. That's how I believe we got here. Hello, Cha-Cha B. Gate Smasher. Who is SS? Let me check your channel here. You got a channel? thank you for coming through. Be sure to subscribe, y'all. Thank you, Miss Blanche. I won't take any more of y'all's time. Stats, thank you for still being a member. Randy Woods, thank you. I got a lot of work to do, y'all. But I know prayer will, God will show you things, brothers and sisters. I don't want to take my work here lightly. I have a responsibility to try to be on the straight and narrow path, y'all. I don't want to put misinformation out there. I'm like, man, how did we get here? You know? I don't feel like for 1 minute we're looking at the end of the world, okay? But I think it's all up to us. It's up to me and you. And the rest of the people of this world. Thank y'all for sharing me out. Cha-Cha B, Rebecca Lynn, Thigman, Logic for Authority. If the Antichrist is here to fall with him, we will not arrive alone. Of course, Satan will be abound for 1,000 years after all this is over, right? He'll be locked up. Of course. Him and the ones that he's pulling along will go right down with him. But in the meantime, until we get there, the great deception is in the Bible, y'all. Is this the great deception? Or is there something bigger to the great deception? The great deception will pull everybody into it, right? The very elect will be fooled. Meaning the people, you are the very elect. You're the God believers of this world. Satan's got a lot of work to do, y'all. But Randy Woods, this was my heartfelt live stream. I'm like, brother, where are we going, y'all? Let's go in a direction we all really want to go in and not be led like a bunch of sheep or cows out into the field and cold, you know, they thinning out the herd. Certainly nobody wants to be part of that. I'm not in no hurry to get out of here, but when I get out of here, I want a better life. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but they don't want to go now, you know? But if it was time, are we ready? Thank y'all. That's pretty much it, y'all. I don't want to talk in circles or anything. I got more work to do. I got more praying to do. Lord, show me. You may not always have the answers when the Lord shows you. I don't have the answers. I'm just wondering, where are we going? How did we get here? Thank y'all and God bless y'all. I'll try to see y'all tomorrow. If not, I'll come back a couple times this week. We'll see you. And don't forget, become a member to the channel, y'all. You'll be put in that drawing October the 12th to win a coaster over here at Super Days for real. Little free advertisement, y'all. God bless everyone. And please, try your best to wake people up, y'all. If you're not in that sheep, that hypnosis crowd, you are a part of a very few people. Be proud, even if you are spending more time alone and people don't fit you in, you don't fit in with everybody. It's okay because you're a chosen one.